Hello everybody, welcome. Today I have something new to show you. As you all know, my world Persevera has been illustrated quite generously in its environmental aspects and also its character aspects. Although I personally think everything I have made doesn't even count for 1% of the story I'd like to tell you about Persevera. However much I'd like you to know about Persevera, that's not even 1%. And these days, I have been telling you stories of the Rat Scouts and the Foggy Marsh, and slowly crawling my way to the Harvester Woods, and also showing you the different monsters that exist in these two areas. But today I will show you something completely new and unrelated to all that lore I have been telling you, everything so far, and it is a character concept that I have thought of more on how they behave instead of what they look like. So this design will most definitely change. I think I might even do part 2 of this video to show a more rendered version of this artwork and tell you even more lore about this character. So this character that I am designing now, she is called a Bone Priest, and the Bone Priests, they come from a cult that practices resurrections, and despite categorically qualifying as a priest because of their holy practice of resurrections, and also how they have the literal word priest in their names, they are not actually all that pure and holy, because the Bone Priests are the type of people, they do care about life, and they are saddened by death like any average person. But the Bone Priests have been touched by enough calamity and misfortune that they can never truly be holy and unblemished. They have enough trauma in their lives and enough bias in them, inflicted by their past, to not be able to truly reach holiness. And they're just like this, whether they like it or not. Like, somebody might have done something terrible to them, or just like there could be a super long string of unfortunate events, but for whatever reason, they are just a group of people who have the correct, I would say, qualifications to become a priest, but they can never truly be holy and unblemished. And to the average person, they seem to be kind people who are worthy of being called holy, but really all we see is just the outside, because there's so much darkness inside that the Bone Priests themselves might not even realize. And although the Bone Priests are practitioners of resurrections, they can never truly resurrect the whole living being. This is their thing, because they are never truly holy. They are not all that unblemished. They are flawed. So, because of this, their resurrections only work partially. Okay, for one, only partially. And second, only temporarily. And third, only on certain disembodied cadaver parts. Parts, okay? Just parts, not the whole thing. Okay, so it's just whatever disembodied cadaver parts they're able to get their hands on. They can resurrect that, because they can only resurrect partially, and they can only resurrect that certain part temporarily. And this is actually why they are called Bone Priests, because they are often seen carrying a sack filled with bones from different creatures or even people, and it's all for the sake of temporary resurrections. And I'll give you an example. A dragon wing might be able to be resurrected temporarily by them so that they could fly, or they could be carrying around parts of a bone from a giant's arm so that it could be resurrected and attached onto their own arms for the sake of combat. So they are sort of I would say a dark-ish gray area type of combat priest. And It is an irony how unholy they might seem, because what they're doing is splicing cadaver parts onto themselves, and even though what they do still counts as performing miracles, when all that they are is simply people who fail to attain true holiness. And it is known how the bone priests are kind. They're kind and very trustworthy. It's just known, because they wouldn't be able to perform these things if they're not kind and trustworthy. And with all of that said, the bone priests are never truly revered by people. They do have respect, but it would be more accurate to say that people view them with as much respect as they have fear. And one also cannot help but wonder, could there be more to these supposed miracles that is unknown to us, and secrets that only they know, only the bone priests know? And is this what they are? All of what they are? Or is it simply what they are letting us see? That will be enough lore about the bone priests for now, and I have more I would like to tell you, but that will be topic for another video. And the artwork itself, this artwork that I did, I actually struggled to get this one done because it has just been a very tough week. So much has been happening and so many things in my life that I just had to take care of that it was hard for me to just find time to just sit down and draw. But having said that, I think this artwork that I've done of this bone priest actually looks very cool. I really like it. I'm not entirely sure how different she will end up looking, but most of the shapes that you see now will definitely still remain. And the one thing, at least the one thing that will for sure change will be the colors. And a lot of the colors I put down now are all mostly just so it's easier for me. Okay, it's easier for me and therefore you to see. It's just so that we can see the shapes easier. Like a lot of the blacks will end up looking brown. I quite like the design. I quite like the story I've made for the bone priests. And I would like to tie it together in the future to another story. A story of, I'm gonna give a little teaser, it's a story of the decapitated dragons, which will be an actual monster that will go into Persevera. So make sure to keep an eye out for that one, because I'll be making another video on that in the future. But for now, to finish this off, I would like to thank you very much for subscribing, for clicking on this video, and watching till the very end. I very much appreciate your support. And if you'd like to click on links, if you like to do that, click on links. I have a lot of links in the descriptions that you can just click on. Just click them all, like click all of those buttons. It's a lot of fun. It will also make me very happy. But that's all for now, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye-bye.